Hello everyone, my name is Jamin. Thanks so much for visiting my channel. In this video, I'm working on an IdeaPad Flex 5. The full model number will be below in the description. I'm going to show you how to get inside, access your speakers. So first thing, power down your computer from the start menu, make sure it's off and unplugged from your charger. We're then going to flip your computer over to access the bottom case screws. Now you have a total of 9 screws on your bottom case. After removing those, you're going to take a small, flat, preferably plastic pry tool, and you're going to insert it near one of the back 2 hinge assemblies. This is usually the easiest place to start prying your bottom case off. When you get it in, you're going to go gently, slowly but firm along the edge of the bottom case and pry it off from your computer. If you run into a situation where it gets stuck and you can't get any more out, go to the other side, start in the other direction. Now make sure to not put the pry tool too far in. You could damage some internal components. Just keep it on the edge and you'll be able to get your bottom case off. After removing your bottom case, this is what you're looking at for the inside of your computer. Now, as a general computer repair side note, guys, whenever I'm going into a computer in my shop, it's sitting on an anti-static mat. Either that or an anti-static bracelet are great ideas to avoid damaging anything in your computer when you're working on it. If you would like any help with tools or supplies for your project, as well as any replacement or upgrade parts for this specific model, the Flex 5, there will be a link above, also below in the description, and it will be a list of all those tools and supplies, plus all the replacement parts and upgrade parts for this computer. Now, before touching anything in a computer, it's always safe to either remove or at least unplug your battery. Computers are safest to work on when as little power as possible is running through them. Now, your battery is right down here. To get your battery up, you have these 4 screws by the red arrows, and the green arrow shows where it's plugged into the motherboard. Now, as a quick word of caution, this screw right here near the red arrow, as you can see in my computer and most likely in yours, there is what's called a warranty void sticker on that screw. You may see these at various points in computers when you work on them. These will usually void part or all of your warranty if they're disturbed. So just keep that in mind. Consult your own warranty to see what the actual specs are for your warranty. But keep in mind that these stickers can void part or all of your warranty if it's obvious that you have messed with them. As far as the battery being plugged into the motherboard here, it's usually best to not pull on wires when at all possible in a computer. Wires can break. They can also come right out of the plug if they're pulled on too aggressively. It's better to just pull on the plug. But in this case, this plug had a very small profile. I couldn't really get a good grip on it without unscrewing the battery and then putting my fingers around the entire wire thing there and kind of wiggling it out of that port. So I did have to put some pressure on those wires. As far as speakers, you have this one here near the top right of my screen. A wire runs from that underneath your heatsink assembly to this speaker right here to the left of the fan. Now, these speakers are not actually screwed down. You'll see these black rubber washers here over those posts for sound insulation. That's all that's holding those speakers down, so you can wiggle them right off. You do need to take up your heatsink, though, to get at that wire. You can do that by removing these 3 screws here over your heatsink CPU, and that heatsink will come up. This speaker plugs into the motherboard all the way down here, right there. Now, speaker wires are very fragile, so definitely don't pull on that wire. Use your fingernails or a pry tool to get that out of the motherboard right there. If you would like help finding speaker replacements, I will have them below in the description in that link I told you about with the replacement and upgrade parts for this model computer. Last thing to mention, if you do need to take up this heatsink and you expose the thermal paste to air, you do need to reapply it. Once thermal paste has been exposed to air, it no longer works properly. So you're going to want to clean all the old thermal paste off. You don't want to put new paste on top of old paste. And then you want to put the correct amount of thermal paste down. If you put too much, you'll end up locking heat in rather than getting it out of that area. I will have a video tutorial below in the description. It'll show you how to fix an overheating computer. And one of the things you'll see in that video is how to clean all the old thermal paste off and how to apply the right amount on afterwards. And I guess as a side note about that, not all thermal pastes are created equal. The cheaper ones will do an okay job, but usually the ones that are more expensive will do a better job at facilitating heat transfer out. So below in the description in that link with all the replacement parts, I will also include a cheaper thermal paste option as well as a slightly more expensive thermal paste option. But that's the end of this video, how to get inside your Flex 5 and access your speakers. Thanks again so much for watching. Please remember to like and share if this helped you out, if you think it can help someone else out. And feel free to subscribe if you enjoy DIY computer content like this, or if you just want to keep me on hand to answer any of your future computer questions. I do try to answer all questions throughout my channel at least a couple times a day. Also, feel free to check out the related links section below in the description. From time to time, I do try to add things in there that I think will help you with your general computer life, make it more productive, more enjoyable. So thanks again for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you on my next video.